Good evening from our home in the Great Smoky Mountains. It's Ryan and it's Thursday evening. And I want to give you guys a little update on the fire that's been happening in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I hadn't done a video up to this point as it's in a remote area, and though it has grown a little bit, it hasn't been anything that's put many structures in danger or necessarily right near Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg for someone traveling in. But they just released a few hours ago an update on the fire. And we've had a lot of people asking what's going on with the fire, what's going on with the fire. So I'm going to read you the latest as of Thursday, September 19th. It states that firefighters observed little fire activity on the Flint Gap Fire yesterday. While the current acreage estimate is 58 acres, only a few areas are actively burning within the perimeter. The fire is 0% contained. However, firefighters observed only 12 areas with heat along the perimeter yesterday. In other words, yes, it says 0% contained, but at this point, there's nothing that they're overly alarmed about. It goes on to state that a local weather station showed that nearly 1 inch of rain fell over the fire over the last 48 hours. Rain alone is unlikely to extinguish the fire, but it did significantly slow fire growth. The fire is primarily smoldering and minimal smoke was visible yesterday. While activity is currently minimal, there is a potential for increased burning as leaves drop and weather conditions change. We were actually in Cades Cove yesterday and noticed as we were riding our bikes around the 11-mile loop, indeed, there were leaves falling. Again, just yesterday, we're in the national park and we're observing that as well. It goes on to say, despite some rain this week, precipitation levels remain low and no significant moisture is forecasted for the next several weeks. In preparation of changing conditions, fire staff continue to execute a full suppression strategy. And as I just looked at the weather app, indeed, the next week looks like there's no call for rain. It looks like it will be very dry. We had a very sunny day here on Thursday. So what rain we did have probably got dried up pretty well today. So again, as those leaves fall, it's giving an opportunity that the fire could grow and expand. It goes on to say that crews are working to improve existing trails to allow for more efficient access to the fire, as well as the ability to rapidly extricate firefighters for medical or fire behavior purposes. I would just encourage you guys to just be praying for those first responders who are going into these very remote conditions. It's not like a neighborhood structure fire where there's a fire hydrant right around the corner. They are needing to work their way into some difficult areas. If any of you have ever been on a difficult hike, just imagine doing that with firefighter equipment and gear that you're carrying in and out of some very tough terrain. So that's exactly what these guys are doing. So just pray that they're able to do that in and out safely. It goes on to say visitors may see firefighters and firefighter equipment in the Abrams Creek area. While the campground remains open and there is no threat to the campground or any structures, the area is being used to stage some firefighting operations. There may be impacts in the form of noise, smoke, and short traffic delays for visitors. Again, that's the Abrams Creek area that they're referring to. It says resources on the fire include ground crews and Type 3 helicopter. Park management and fire staff have ordered 2 additional crews and expect them to arrive tomorrow, which would be Friday, September 20th. So again, a lot of people have asked what's going on with the fire. Ryan, can you do an update on the fire? That's the latest from the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. If you were going to the Abrams Creek area, that campground, like they said, you might see firefighter activity, smoke, noise. But if you're going to downtown Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, don't think, oh no, there's a fire, something that you have to be concerned about at this point. So despite very dry conditions ahead, hopefully the crews will be able to 100% contain it safely. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful and you'd like to see more updates. Make sure you're subscribed up here for those updates, and you might want to check out this video. See you on the next one.